Welcome, everyone. I would like to call the meeting to order. I will ask the city town clerk to take the roll.
Saban,
Here.
Douglas,
Present.
Hurt,
Present.
Rodriguez,
Present.
Singh,
Here.
Rodriguez,
Here.
Roth,
Here.
Lupo,
Here.
Decker,
Present.
Festa,
Here.
Haywood, Antunes,
Here.
Santana,
Here.
Acosta, Santiago, Crespo, Ortiz,
Present.
Present.
DeCola,
Present.
Edwards,
Here.
Clyburn,
Here.
Winter, Morrison,
Here.
Walker Myers, Hamilton,
Present.
Marchand,
Here.
Raheem, Flo,
Present.
Marks, Wingate,
Here. Here.
Present.
Marks, Smith.
A quorum having been established, I will ask the Alder of Ward 12 to provide us with divine guidance tonight.
Thank you, Madam President Pro Tem. I think we'll all agree that tomorrow is not guaranteed to anyone. And what you do today is a reflection of what you have learned. In other words, experience. Now, if you get to wake up tomorrow, it will be because of one of two reasons. Number one, that the good Lord felt that you screwed up and is willing to give you another chance. Or two, that he liked what you did and wanted to challenge you again. Either way, whatever you do tomorrow is based on what you learned yesterday. So never forget your past or where you came from. And remember, you must know the way to show the way. Thank you, Madam President Pro Tem.
Thank you, Alder from the 12th Ward. Mr. Majority Leader. Mr. Majority Leader.
Thank you, Madam President Pro Tem, and good evening. As a point of order, we'd like to remind all colleagues to keep their microphones on mute until called upon by our President Pro Tem. Thank you, Madam President Pro Tem. I move approval of the journal of the December 21, 2020 Board of Alders meeting.
Second.
It has been second. It has been second. Any changes? Seeing none, all in favor? Say aye.
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 Aye. Aye.
Aye.
All opposed? The matter carries. Mr. Majority Leader.
Thank you, Madam President Pro Tem. Under elections, I move the following. A, Affirmative Action Commission, 1 member, 1-year term, Alder Darrell Brackeen Jr.
Second.
It has been moved and second. Discussion. I'm sorry. Seeing none, no discussion, we'll take a vote. I'm sorry, Mr. Majority Leader.
Yes, ma'am.
Can you just say that over, please? The last thing that we just said.
Okay, under elections, I move the following. A, Affirmative Action Commission, 1 member, 1-year term, Alder Darrell Brackeen Jr.
And I seconded the item.
Okay, the item has been moved and second. Discussion. No discussion? All in favor? Say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Aye.
All
Aye.
opposed? Any abstentions? The item passes. Mr. Majority Leader.
Thank you, Madam President Pro Tem. Continuing under elections, I move item B, Capital Projects Committee, 2 members, not of the same party, 1-year term, Alder Rosa Ferraro Santana.
Second.
The item has been moved in second. Discussion. No discussion? All in favor, say aye.
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 All opposed, all abstain. And before Mr. Majority Leader, I would like to recognize Alder Brackeen to the meeting. Alder from the 26th Ward. Thank you, Mr. Majority Leader.
Thank you, Madam President Pro Tem. Continuing under elections, I move item C, City Plan Commission, 1 member, 1-year term, Alder Adam Marshad.
Second.
It has been
Second.
It has been moved and second. Discussion? No discussion? All in favor, say aye.
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 All opposed? Any abstentions? The matter passes. Mr. Majority Leader.
Thank you, Madam President. Continuing under elections, I move item E. We are skipping over D. Development Commission, 1 member, 1-year term, Alder Ellen Kupo.
Second.
It has been moved and second. Any discussion? Seeing none, all in favor, say aye.
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 All opposed? Any abstentions? The matter carries. Mr. Majority Leader.
Thank you, Madam President Pro Tem. Continuing under elections, I move, we're skipping over F, and I move item G, Redevelopment Agency Advisory Council, 2 members, 1-year term, Alder Rosa Ferraro Santana.
Second.
The item has been moved and second. Any discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Any abstentions? The matter carries. Mr. Majority Leader.
Thank you, Madam President Pro Tem. Continuing under elections, I move item H, Greater New Haven Water Pollution Control Authority, 1 member, 1-year term, Alder Salvador DeCola.
Second.
The item has been moved and second. Discussion? Seeing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any abstentions?
Aye.
Any nays? The ayes carry. Mr. Majority Leader.
Thank you, Madam President Pro Tem. Under unanimous consent, I ask UC on item number 1 from the tax collector submitting an order of tax refunds January 4, 2020.
Is anyone going to deny UC? Seeing none, Mr. Majority Leader.
I move the item.
Second.
The item has been moved and second. Discussion. Seeing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All
Aye.
those opposed? Abstain? The item passes. Mr. Majority Leader.
Thank you, Madam President Pro Temp. I ask unanimous consent on items 2 through 5. 2, order concerning real property taxes of Charlene Canestri on motor vehicle tax accounts 840325, 8565455. 3, order concerning real property taxes of Shahada Muhammad on motor vehicle tax accounts 66504, 717600, and 734095. 4, order concerning real property taxes of Alex Ruiz on motor vehicle tax accounts 66504, 717600, and 734095. And 5, order concerning real property taxes of Donna L. Timon on motor vehicle tax account 738769.
Sorry. Is anyone going to deny UC on these items? Seeing none, Mr. Majority Leader.
I move these.
Mr. Majority Leader, I think you have a Scribner's error on item number 4. You said Alex Ruiz, it's really William Ruiz.
It's Alex Ruiz, according to staff, is correct.
Oh, it is? Okay, then this one is not correct. Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Majority Leader, where did we leave off?
Thank you, Madam President Pro Temp. I move these items.
Second.
The items have been moved in second. Discussion. Seeing none, all in favor say aye.
Madam President Pro Temp,
Aye.
Yes,
I
Mr.
do have discussion.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Alder from the 16th Ward.
Thank you, Madam.
Please proceed.
Thank you, Madam President Pro Temp. I know it's difficult to see with all these different faces moving along,
Yeah.
but I wanted to speak on items that were just mentioned, and these are for those that don't know who just joining from the public. We are going to forgive the interest on these items, and we're going to allow for the folks to come forth and pay their taxes in full. The amount is going to be a total of $2,500. And so we're going to go ahead and I'm going to ask the Board of Alders if you can go ahead and also approve. I appreciate my colleagues' effort always being on top of the numbers, Alders Nicola, and I also appreciate the collaboration of the committee for always helping the constituents in need, especially during this pandemic. Thank you, Madam President Pro Temp. I'll yield back.
Thank you, Alder. Again, I apologize, I didn't see you.
No
Anyone
worries.
else? Any further discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor say aye.
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 All those opposed? Abstentions? The item carries. Mr. Majority Leader.
Thank you, Madam President Pro Temp. Under communications, I note items 6 through 14. Under first readings, I note items 15 through 17. Bringing us to second readings, I will pass over item 18A, and I move item 18B under community development favorable. Order authorizing the mayor to sign a project authorization letter, PAL, and any subsequent amendments for the I-95 over the West River project, which includes operational improvements to interchange numbers 44 Kimberly Avenue and 45 Route 10 El Grasso Boulevard with the State Department of Transportation.
Second.
It has been moved in second. Discussion. I call the Alder from Ward 29.
Thank you, Madam Pro Temp. These items was previously worked and improved the Interstate of 95 interchangeable at Kimberly Avenue and the Boulevard. It's all state and federal money. However, C Street will be extended from the Boulevard to Greenwood Avenue, and the city will assume responsibility for its maintenance and liability, including snow removal. There will be a drainage improvement. I urge your support.
Thank you, Alder. Any further discussion? I don't see anyone. Seeing none. Oh, seeing all those in favor say aye.
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 Any opposed? Any abstentions? The item passes. Mr. Majority Leader.
Thank you, Madam President Pro Temp. Continue under second readings. I move item 19, finance favorable, A through C. A, order the Board of Alders of the City of New Haven authorizing the execution of the Board of Education agreement with Frontline Technologies Group, LLC, for the period of October 1, 2020 to June 30, 2024. B, order of the Board of Alders for the City of New Haven approving a 60-month equipment lease and services agreement between Xerox Incorporated and the City of New Haven, including its Board of Education for print management program services. And C, order to read and file the updated budgetary and financial reports for the month of October 2020 in compliance with Article 8, Section 5 of the Charter.
Second.
The items have been moved and second. Discussion. I call on Alder from the 24th Ward.
Thank you, Madam President Pro Temp. Good evening, colleagues. Item A, this request is from the Board of Education, is to update the agreement with the Frontline Technologies Group by adding a new module for the Human Resource Department. This upgrade will streamline the processing of new employees and support more proactive identification of qualified candidates for teaching positions. The Finance Committee heard this request at the December 14th meeting and voted to give it a favorable recommendation to the full board. And I ask colleagues to approve it also. Item B, this request is to approve a new 60-month contract with Xerox for equipment leasing service. Xerox is the current supplier of this equipment, copiers, and provides other related support services. And the new contract will save the city additional money. The Finance Committee heard this request also at the December 14th meeting and voted to give it a favorable recommendation. And we ask colleagues to approve it as well. And item C is a read and file item. Thank you, Madam President Pro Temp.
Thank you, Alder. Any further discussion? Seeing none, all in favor say aye.
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 Any opposed? Any abstentions? The item passes. Mr. Majority Leader.
Thank you, Madam President Pro Tem. Under miscellaneous, I move item 20, motion to amend from Alder Crespo submitting a motion to amend LM-2019-0606 in order of the Board of Alders previously adopted on December 16, 2019, forgiving the interest due from Anthony Tulo on his motor vehicle tax account numbers 940-231-98703 and 103589, and extending the period to pay the taxes to April 30, 2021.
Second.
The item has been moved and second. Discussion. I call the Alder from Ward 16.
Thank you, Madam President Pro Temp. On this particular item, the gentleman would like to pay the taxes in full. I believe it's the amount of $500, but he needs an extension. So the committee, we recommended to provide that extension until April. And I would urge your support, given the fact that many folks are in trying times. So he definitely wants to pay up. We want to go ahead and accommodate an extension. Thank you, Madam President Pro Tem. I yield back.
Thank you. Any further discussion? Seeing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? The item passes. Mr. Majority Leader.
Thank you, Madam President Pro Temp. I move item 21 A and B as a motion to discharge from the chair of the Aldermanic Affairs Committee submitting an order to discharge the committee from consideration of the following items for the purpose of acting on them immediately. A, order of the New Haven Board of Alders approving the appointment of Margaret Targrove to the Solid Waste and Recycling Authority Board of Directors. And B, order the New Haven Board of Alders approving the appointment of Rose Benito to the Solid Waste and Recycling Authority Board of Directors.
Second.
The items have been moved in second. Discussion. Calling on the alder from Ward 13.
Thank you, Madam President Pro Tem. The Aldermanic Affairs Committee met on December 28, 2020 to hear these items. The Solid Waste and Recycling Authority Board has requested that these appointments be taken up for immediate action by the full Board of Alders so that they will be able to make a quorum at its January meeting. Therefore, the Aldermanic Affairs Committee is requesting that the Board of Alders discharge from committee these items so the full board can vote on them tonight. Thank you.
Thank you, Alder. Is there any further discussion? Seeing none, all in favor, say aye.
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 Any abstentions? Any nays? Sorry, I meant to say it the other way. The item carries. Mr. Majority Leader.
I move the items.
Second.
The items have been moved in second. Any further discussion? I call Alder Festa, Alder from the 10th Ward.
Yes, thank you, Madam President Pro Temp. This is an item that was discussed with Alder Decker, and I leave it as is and ask for everyone's support. Thank you.
Point of order, Madam President Pro Temp, and I apologize. We are still on item 21, motion to discharge. Our first vote was to vote to discharge the items, and now we are voting on the actual two items.
Thank you, Mr. Majority Leader. So this vote is a motion to give leave to withdraw. Correct?
No.
Correct. That's what Al just said.
Yes, Madam President Pro Temp, you are correct.
Yes, it is. And so we're on 21, just to make sure that we're all on the same page, guys. Thank you for your patience. All in favor, say aye.
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 All opposed? Any abstentions? The item carries. Thank you, Mr. Majority Leader.
Thank you, Madam President Pro Temp. I move item 22, motion to discharge end of the year administrative discharges for purposes of leave to withdraw from the chairs of various committees and joint committees submitting an order of the Board of Alders to discharge certain committees and joint committees from consideration of the following legislative items and take them up for immediate action for the purpose of granting leave to withdraw or read and file as it is appropriate for the following matters.
Second.
City Services and Environmental Policy from Alders Decker, Marks, Hurt, submitting an order of the New Haven Board of Alders calling for a workshop to discuss the concentration of large-scale landlords in the existing affordable housing market and the living conditions therein. Community Development Order of the Board of Alders of the City of New Haven authorizing the City of New Haven to convey those properties known as 29 Kensington Street, 17 Kensington Street, 21 Kensington Street, 33 Kensington Street, and 25 Kensington Street to the community builders for the purpose of the construction of affordable housing and authorizing the mayor of the City of New Haven to execute and deliver any and all necessary documents to complete such conveyance in accordance with the provisions of this order and approving the substitution of park properties due to duplicate submission.
Second.
The items have been moved in second for the motion to discharge only. discussion? Seeing none, all in favor, say aye.
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 Mr. Majority Leader.
Thank you, Madam President Pro Temp. I move to grant leave to withdraw to these items.
Second.
The item to give leave to withdraw to these items has been moved in second. Discussion. And now going back to Alder Festa, Ward 10.
Thank you again, Madam President Pro Temp. As I mentioned earlier, the members of that communication were contacted, and because we have the Affordable Housing Commission, we are going to leave it in their hands for this item. Thank you, Madam President Pro Temp.
Thank you, Alder Festa. I will recognize Alder Decker, Ward 9.
Thank you, Madam President Pro Tem. My colleague from the 10th Ward just gave the explanation I was going to give, but we requested to give this item leave to withdraw, not because it's any less important than it was, but because we believe that the Affordable Housing Commission would be a better venue to tackle it. Thank you, Madam President Pro Tem.
Thank you. Any further discussion? I will call on Alder Wingate from Ward 29.
Thank you. Just as
Go ahead, Alder, if you have something to say, because if you don't, we can just vote on it.
Thank you, Madam President Pro Temp. I just want to say, is this a duplicate? Let's proceed. Thank you so much.
Thank you. All in favor, say aye.
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 All opposed? Any abstentions? The items carry. Mr. Majority Leader.
Thank you, Madam President Pro Temp. I move to suspend section 21. Nope. Let me try this again. I move to suspend section 24-1-A of the rules of the Board of Alders to conduct further business.
Second.
It has been moved in second. Discussion. No discussion. Those items have been accepted. Before I take a motion to adjourn, I would like to take points of
sorry.
Point of order.
Madam President Pro Temp, I need to actually move the items that we are under the suspension agenda.
Right.
We just voted to actually approve closing or suspending the section.
Sorry, you know, I got Al in the back, and then I'm looking at you guys, and I'm trying to do it right. So
we're doing good.
all right, Mr. Majority Leader.
Thank you, Madam President Pro Temp. Under communications, I note items 23 and 24. Because I believe that we already moved to close it.
Before we opened it. Yes.
Did we move to suspend this section? Did we make that vote?
Yes. I seconded it, but we didn't vote on it.
Okay.
So point of
Madam
order
President
hasn't.
Pro Temp, we just need to vote yay or nay on actually suspending the section.
Okay.
Yay.
Thank you. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, abstain. Okay, before a motion to adjourn, no?
Oh,
Point
no.
of order.
So now, Madam President Pro
sorry.
Temp, I would
I
just
must
need
be
to,
trying to get out of this meeting. I'm sorry, Mr. Majority.
it's fine. So thank you, Madam President Pro Temp. Under communications now, I do note items 23 and 24. And I move to close suspension of section 24-1-A of the rules of the Board of Alders conducting further business.
Second.
It has been moved in second. Discussion. Seeing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Oppose, abstain. Okay. Now, before a motion to adjourn is taken, I will take any points of personal privilege. You know, I can't see. I will call on the alder from Ward 29.
Thank you, Madam President Pro Temp. I just want to take a moment to say that our Madam President has lost another loved one, and I would like for us to keep her in our prayers as she go through her family issues right now. This work is really daunting and stuff like that. So please keep her in your prayers. I believe I think it's down south. So just please keep her in your prayers as she go through this process. Thank you.
So noted.
Thank you, Alder Wingate. Any other points of personal privilege? Seeing none, a motion is in order.
Madam President Pro Temp.
Oh, I didn't see you.
It's all right.
Alder Crespo, Ward
I
16.
just want to thank you, Madam President Pro Temp. I just want to wish everybody a happy new year. That's it. Thank you.
Thank you. And before we do log off, I want to thank you guys. You know, I don't do this all the time, and so I appreciate your patience. And I wish everyone a happy, happy new year. 2021 is going to be the best. It has to be the best because we just came out of some really dark times. And so I pray for each and every one of you. Please continue to stay safe. And we're all going to get through this year together. This is going to be a great year. So I really appreciate you all, and motion to adjourn.
Madam
So
President,
moved.
I move we adjourn.
Me
Second.
too. All in favor?
Aye.
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 The ayes have it. Thank you very much, everyone, for participating, and we will see each other in a couple of weeks. Take care.
Good night,
We're
everyone.
adjourned. Thank you.
Happy New Year's,
Good
everyone.
night. Happy New Year,
Night.
everybody.
Happy New Year's, everyone.
Happy New Year's.
Feliz Año Nuevo.
Sí.